right at about this tooth level. And my tooth has pain in it, but I don't know if it's just because it's bruised. It doesn't seem like it's loose, but I'm worried about it. And that's kind of, another non-committal word. It's a little scary. I'm a little afraid I'm going to lose a tooth like that. It intimidates me because right now all of my funds are tied up in getting ready for this new facility. And it's stressful. We have to move my warehouse this week, starting tomorrow. I've tried to do a little bit myself today. And then yesterday I found out that my storage unit that I had reserved was given to someone else. But see, that's things I'd like to be sharing. It's an interesting documentation of my life and my evolution in a business and hopefully finding love, you know. I really want to go to VidCon next year. And I want to find a way to make that work. To where I can go to VidCon, meet people like Shay Carl, be in that atmosphere more, have these vlogs every day, and then by January 1st of this next year, start doing, 2014, really start doing true vlogs, you know, the ones where I walk around. I would still like to do these kinds of videos because I think it's great. We can do subject conversations of certain things, hit on things that I don't hit on in the vlogs potentially. And I think it's just great for certain people. And I don't care about the number of views. I really don't. What matters to me is if 3 people watch this, well, there's a lot of 3 people views on these videos. That means something to me. It really does. I don't care if it's millions of people or 200,000 like the Shaytards. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I wouldn't be grateful for the opportunity and the freedom that that offers and the possibilities that offers. But I'm grateful for anybody watching this. If they relate to it and can connect in some kind of capacity with where I'm coming from. Or even if they just like the idea of watching this, you know, goofy guy who started out fairly obese. If you look at my videos, and that's one of the things I sort of share with Shay Carl. If you look at Shay's earlier vids from 4 years ago, he was huge. He was about the same size I was when I started and stopped doing videos last year. If you look at the earliest videos on this channel, you can like see a prominent like double chin here. I was in 2X, basically 3X shirts. And now this shirt, which I bought, which was tight before, is now looser and it's an extra large. You know? It's an XL. It's a baggy shirt now. It's getting baggier. I put on when I got those business shirts for Snack Mania, those shirts were XL and double XL. And I honestly thought when I got them that I was going to be the best in a double XL. But the XL fits me great. And I can feel it getting bigger. I put on my pants today. I had this belt that 4 or 5 months ago, I could get the first notch tightened. Maybe 6 months ago, to be honest. I could get the first notch tightened, but nothing more. And it was a struggle even to do that. Now, I can put those pants on, and I'm almost at the fourth notch. Well, I did use the 4th notch today. I used the 4th notch on that belt. That's huge to me. And I'm not doing it by starving myself of things that I enjoy. You know, I'm doing it by a balance in my lifestyle. And it works. It really, really works. I'm doing on time. I'm gonna get out of here. The point is that I start to see I see myself looking at some of these vloggers and really appreciating, as I put on Shay's video, the Malachi, our friend. I have respect for his candor. You know, that was really hard for him to do, put it out there. But I've always been someone who's pretty open about where I come from in my life and the struggles I've faced. You know? I wear these glasses more often than not, and I know people can still see through them to see my eye here. So it's dead. But it's less distracting for people. And as I get better in weight, and I can feel it, you know, I can see it in my body, and what's most important is the way my clothes fit, and the way I feel about myself, about how I look. You know, there is a lot to be said about the way you feel about your body has an impact on your psychology. It really, truly does. And I'm not telling you need to be stick thin or well endowed, in the desirable organs of your body, but feeling good about, even if you're not in the perfect shape, but feeling good about the results of what you're seeing. Because in time it will become something greater. More and more. Become something stronger. I can see myself not being able to eat some of the stuff as much in one shot as I used to be able to eat. I find myself not as drawn to certain foods as I once was. And it's simply this feeling of growth and coming out of, for me, I've been in and out of dark times, just like a lot of people. And I would I'm doing that myself. I would like to be able to share that with people so that they can maybe find something they can connect with. And it's not about me as much as it's about being able to connect with other people and develop relationships. Shay talks about, and Justine talked about in one of their panels for VidCon, about how she became connected, and a lot of them became connected to people throughout the world. See, I adore that. I think it's great. Whether someone is 50 miles down the road from me, or 10,000 miles across the planet. I think it's great. I think it's so that makes you feel like you're part of something bigger, and that your world is bigger than what you let it be. You know, that you've grown and that you see a different view of the world. That's why I encourage people to leave comments and not necessarily agree with me. See, I don't even agree with myself sometimes because I'm always on an exploration to grow. And I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. Yesterday, I was sort of 50-50 wrong. Because I do think you have to be careful with certain words, but at the same time, I didn't have to give it to them. I felt like I gave them a hard time about being a little insincere when, if anything, Shay seems more sincere than anything. I still like the way a lot of how, like Chris Pirillo handles his vlogs, because he is really clear. Not that Shay's not. I sort of identify. I identify more in ways with how Chris Pirillo puts himself out there, because he's fairly straight with people. Now he's probably a little more geeky than I am, and that's okay. I'm geeky in my way, he's geeky in his way. I fathom to be as technologically advanced as that man is. Because he is. Chris Pirillo knows a lot about technology. I hit it as I need it, sort of the need to know, versus my growth being able to be better if I knew more about that. But he has been doing it longer, and that's not his fetish, but his desire. Whereas my desire is filmmaking and movie making and YouTubing. And right now, a way to make money is vending. But I want something more than that. Going on and on, but I suppose the point is I'm apologizing. I am apologizing in a way. Putting that apology out there, whether anybody sees it or not. For sort of, stop saying sort of. I'm apologizing for rushing to judgment in some way. A rush in some way, again, non-committal. Rushing to judgment in ways about certain things. And then finding out that I'm wrong later, But I'm not perfect, I understand that, and I accept that. Anyway, if you are wanting to lose weight, get more fit, hope you'll do these vlogs and see how one person continues to strive to improve, which is what I'm trying to do every day. See, trying is non-committal. I'm working on it every day. We all can. And realizing that there's going to be days when we're off. I was off yesterday. Today I'm sort of on, even though sort of. Why do I do that? Oh, I didn't really slap myself twice, all that. See, I do a stage slap. Oh. Anyway. Take care of yourselves and find the inspiration to, and don't be afraid to admit when you make a mistake. Flaws are how we learn. Mistakes are how we learn. I learned something from yesterday. And at least I have it in my history now, where I can see where I've grown and evolved, not only from a physical manner, but from a psychological standpoint too. All right. Take great care. Be safe, be happy, and live with passion. See you tomorrow.